We are live.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Hi. Not,
So hey,
I'm not
good morning, everyone.
without my
Wow.
mom. Mark, do
So
you know what this is?
yeah, I see this says Lynchburg, Virginia.
Virginia. We used to live there. That was where we met.
That's right.
Little known fact. Me and Mark met in Lynchburg, Virginia. And so
April
I'm at my
9th,
parents' house.
April 9th, 1987, by the way.
Okay. I don't remember that. Anyway, I'm at my parents' house, and so I'm not with him. It's so weird. Anyway, I came down for one of my super best friends. Her dad had his memorial. They had her dad's memorial service on Saturday. So I've been down in Beaumont, and last night I came to visit my parents. So I'm here at my parents' house in my dad's office. Hello to the dolphins. I love that sculpture. Anyway, but I thought I'd join the 10 with Mark.
And so I drove Jill down on Friday and stayed Saturday because I had a part in the memorial service. And then I came back, and as soon as we finished the 10 at 10 today, I'm jumping in the car and driving back to Beaumont.
Back together because I'm in the car, so
yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, it's been a really good weekend seeing good friends from, I saw a lot of people from our church in Beaumont that when we were there. I can't see who's on, but Candy, if you watch this later, it was so good to see you. She's on our 10 at 10 a lot, so I got to see Candy, and it was so good spending time with Bambi. I love Bambi and her family, and it was just amazing. And it was really fun to spend time with my parents last night, so family is important.
Yes. Well, I can tell you that Lauren Schmidt has said hello, and she has logged on.
Lauren. Ooh,
and Scott Simmons has logged on from San Antone, has come on to say what? Oh, I think you're frozen, Jill. I think she was asking if Scott is still frozen, but I think things have thawed a little bit. Okay, we lost Jill's connection for a second there. I will go full screen for a minute and let her kind of get back on track there. Hey, good morning, Tammy, as well. It is so, I know I just removed her, Scott. I don't know what happened. She was asking if you're frozen, and then she froze up herself. So kind of interesting. So maybe I'm flying solo. I'll see if she comes back on or not. But hey, anyway, this was, I thought just, it was a great weekend, but it was a very different weekend. Sunday morning was interesting, and it was interesting because when we came to set up, we set up like we normally do and put the big TV outside and all that. And we were a little concerned about the wind because there was a prediction of wind, but at the time it was just more like a little breeze. And so we set things up and we anchored down the TV, but then I don't know, a big wind gust came and just blew the TV over anyway. So we were down a TV. So what we ended up doing, our room is so big and so spread out. We just invited everyone to come inside. And we also set up a few chairs in the lobbies for people who were not quite ready to be in a room with another, 50 or 60 people. So some people stayed in the lobbies if that felt a little more safe. But it was, I'll be honest, it was nice having more people inside the worship center. There was just an energy in there that was exciting. So we're gonna we'll have staff meeting tomorrow. We're gonna talk through what our options are going to be. We would love to be able to still offer something outside. It may be a smaller TV or maybe slightly different than what we've done in the past. But we're gonna get to work on that this week, and Lord willing, our plan is still to do inside, outside as well, though it might be a little bit smaller. And then, of course, we'll continue to stream in homes. Hey, I think Jill is back. Maybe she's adjusting her camera, it looks like. Let me bring her on. Are you back?
Okay. Yeah, let me. Here we go. Hey. Sorry, this is weird. I'm on my iPad now because my phone was being weird.
Okay. You're still on a bit. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm going to remove Jill until, okay, I think she's back good now. Okay, are you ready? We're having issues in Beaumont.
Yeah, it's windy here. So sorry. Okay, well, I'll just hold this and hopefully So yeah, the TV blew over. Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah. So, but yeah, I've kind of finished that story. We're moving on. But
Sorry.
having more people inside the worship. Now, Jill, you obviously were not here, so you watched online, and
Yes, I did.
and I don't know if you could tell any. You probably couldn't tell much of a difference online, but it was a nice feel inside the room with having a few more people in there, a bit more energy. Yeah. And I'll tell you, Daniel 7 is one of those odd passages, but wow, it just seems so fitting for right now. Just this idea of fear and so many things to be afraid of, but then when we're overwhelmed with fear, we can look up to heaven and see that the Ancient of Days is still on the throne. There is one like the Son of Man that's coming in the clouds. God, one of the sayings we've used throughout this series is that in spite of our present difficulties, God is in control and he will have the final victory. And we really see that from Daniel 7. And Jill, you were saying something a little bit earlier about how that idea resonated with you this week. You can drink your coffee and I'll keep talking to you.
No, it's the things are in chaos and you're feeling like everything's out of control. Just that reminder that we can look up and God is in control. Because honestly, it was a crazy week last week. There's a lot going on, and then I drove to Beaumont, and then and just life in general is a little crazy still. So I don't know, it's just a really super good reminder that every time when you feel overwhelmed, when you feel like I can't do this, like oh my gosh, how is this going to end out, that knowing that God's in control no matter what. He's in control and he's going to take care of things, and it might not work out how we think, but God's in control. He's got us. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. And it's interesting because the passage doesn't say that we should not fear. I mean, it gives very it's a frightening picture. It gives us, if anything, it's saying there are going to be scary things that come, but in the midst of that fear, that's when we look to the Lord. And that was significant to me because sometimes we like to comfort each other by saying, "Oh, there's no reason to be afraid." Nothing bad's going to happen. But really, when you look at Scripture, especially prophecy, things are going to be hard, and there are reasons to fear. Maybe it's that whole saying of to fear but not be afraid, of just recognizing that.
Just that verse that says, we grieve, but not as those who have no hope. Because we fear, we grieve, not like those who have no hope, because we do have hope. Right.
So anyway, I think the book of Daniel has just been an amazing book to study right now. It's just there's so much in there.
It's been really cool. It's been really cool hearing you preach through it, because I'm a little afraid of Daniel. Like I would read through it in different times that I read through the Bible, but it's like I didn't get it. Like even the visions, I'm like, okay, I'll just pass over this. But hearing, I'm just really thankful you're going through this preaching series where you're making it so that it makes sense. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, and so many times when people preach through Daniel, they stop at chapter 6. They deal with the 6 stories, not get into the 4 visions. But it's interesting to see how they interplay. I mean, because as you're reading these visions, thinking back on things that you've experienced in the first 6 chapters, it really gives a whole new meaning, and it reminds you that even those 3 things: God is in control, God rescues His people, God has a plan, and seeing how those come, we learned those in those first 6 chapters, but we keep seeing it through the visions that they have. So that's good. So Jill, you cannot see the comments, huh?
I cannot.
Okay. Again, Tammy has chimed in. Alice has said good morning to everyone. Lauren has added that today is her mom's birthday. So,
happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lauren's mom. Happy birthday to you.
All right. Hey, also the other thing, and we'll be a little short today because I'm driving to Beaumont in a couple of minutes.
Yay!
We are
Miss you.
nearing the end of the month, so that means we are wrapping up this month's
That means-
Bridge Care,
You know
and
what that
we are.
means, Mark?
What does that mean?
You know what that means? That means that we are going to go out to dinner every night this week because I haven't had any of the things that this month. Nothing.
I've had everything but coaches.
Yes, I have not had any of the four. So I plan on eating at
Baba's,
Baba's Kitchen.
habaneros,
Habaneros. What was the other
Seven
one?
Spice,
Seven Spice and Coach's ice cream.
and they're all good. I had habanero for lunch yesterday, and I've had Seven Spice a couple of times, and had Baba's Kitchen. It's all good. It's all good. We just need to go get some ice cream.
No, we
So
can eat all
also-
of them.
It also means that if you have recommendations, and we've had a few come in, we've had 3 or 4 recommendations, but if there are places that we'd like to support, like to help, again, I would love to be at the point where we can just stop doing Bridge Cares because everything's open, the businesses are doing well, and we're moving in that direction. It sure feels like, but for now, we want to keep helping people and getting out, being a positive part of the community, showing the love of Jesus by eating falafel at Baba's Kitchen. And I had a big fajita burrito yesterday for lunch, and it was good from Habanero. So all kinds of good stuff. Well, hey, we're going to go ahead and sign off because I would rather see my wife in person than on the screen. And I got a bit of a drive ahead of me. So listen, hey, keep reflecting on what we said today, on what we said yesterday. Keep reflecting on this truth that, yes, things will be scary. And when things on earth get frightening, look to heaven, because that's where we see God is on the throne. He's got a plan. Jesus is coming. He's the one who will judge the living and the dead, and we, the people of God, will reign with him for forever and ever. And that's the good news at the end of the story. So, hey, God bless everyone. We will see you soon. Love you. Thanks for spending 12 minutes and 23 seconds with us today. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.